Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to teamfortress.tv. I am FrickMyNick. I am joined by Macavus as my co-caster tonight with Looster on production. We're going to be continuing our RGL Invite Playoffs coverage, this being the lower bracket round one. It's going to be Glove World versus Meat Market. How are you doing tonight, Macavus?
I am doing very well. I haven't played that much TF2, but I've been trying to keep track of what's been going on, and it's been an experience kind of seeing this this current high-level invite and this playoffs run.
Yeah, it's been quite a wild ride in terms of rosters for these two teams. We saw, at least in the upper bracket, for the one match that was played, Meat Market was running some interesting class compositions. As the teams are trying to figure out the big bans, as somebody's trying to ban a map that was already banned. But
the picker map that was already banned. There was a whole process of just trying to get a communication line open between the two teams.
Yeah, it was a lot more difficult than it should have been, but we're out here. We're trying to make it happen. The teams have decided that we're gonna play. So tonight we actually have quite a few substitutions for the Glove World roster. Glove World, seeing as they don't actually have a full six since Ascent NA has returned, Jae Hyunpei has stepped down from Glove World, and they have been left without a six for a little while now, and Tambo is not here tonight, so they're actually bringing the Soldier combo from Dunk Masters. They have Daffodil and Jeff playing for them tonight.
They're able to do this because Dunk Masters is not scrimming because they were able to get Shiny, and Shiny has to play this playoff match. So Dunk isn't scrimming.
Shiny's going to be returning to the Dunk Masters for next season. But incidentally, it's funny enough that the rosters worked out like this because Season 31 of ESCA Invite, the Scout combo and Soldier combo is the one that Maka played for Dunk Masters, and the one that I subbed Soldier and Medic for. So we actually have quite a bit of experience seeing this roster. So it's actually really interesting to see. Looking at our maps, we do have, it was Gullywash Process and then Propaganda, right?
Yeah, Gully, Process, Propaganda.
I knew it was Gully and Propaganda. I couldn't remember what the second map was. So it'll actually be really interesting to see both Gully and Process, because I felt they were pretty solid picks for Dunk Masters, at least when we were on Dunk. I'm going to probably mix up Glove World and Dunk quite a bit because they have 4 of the 6 original Dunk Masters.
Both very strong maps. Propaganda, if it goes to Propaganda, which it might, we don't know, but with how sort of scuffed the Glove World roster has been looking, it's hard to say what will occur. But Process has always been very strong. Phone and Shiny are very, very strong scouts. That's not to imply that Kyuki and Yosh aren't. But Phone and Shiny, amazing scouts and can definitely hold their own against them.
Yeah, I would say Process I'm actually really excited to watch, because historically, both Phone and Shiny in IM have been absolute monsters on that map in previous seasons. And but Yosh and Kyuki are an absolutely insane scout combo on the other end of things, and that's already a notoriously good scout playground. So I'm actually very excited to see the Process matchup for the scouts in particular.
Did we? We didn't go over the Meat Market roster, I thought.
Oh, no, we haven't. Should probably give them some love and care as well. On the other side of things, we have Meat Market. It looks like, I'm not super sure, we are going to see, I think, Yusan Pocket and Patty on demo. That's what they had for the upper bracket
last time.
Yeah. And then they had Bear Medic, Sin Roamer, and Yoshin Kyuki on Scout, as we have previously mentioned.
That is a very interesting combo, because you have Patty, who is technically maining now for Ford, playing Soldier, and is not playing Soldier on Meat Market. But they're doing much better with Patty on demo, as the teams seem to want to go live soon. They're giving a bit of readies. They're just baiting us, but both teams, they're on each side.
Yeah. But yeah, so as the teams are getting ready here, how do you feel Gullywash is going? Give me some predictions. Who are the players to watch? What do you think? Give me some score lines. Give me some juice.
It's hard to say. Vadi, he has these times where he'll just not miss, and I think that there will at least be some rounds won, but I think Meat Market should be able to pretty cleanly take it. I think it's going to be probably like a 5-1 for Meat Market, and that one round should just be, I think, just a mid-win to just straight to last for Glove World.
Yeah, I would agree with that. At least when we played on Dunk Masters, which is where the core of the Glove World roster right now that we're seeing, I felt Gullywash was very mid-centric for this team. Like when we played, it was either you won the mid, and then the mid was really good for Glove World, and they would keep most of their players alive, and they were able to steamroll it in the last, and their last pushes were pretty clean for the most part. That being said, I'm interested to see, because from what I've seen on Meat Market, their last holds have been really solid. And I'm curious to see, because this is kind of a mishmash roster of Glove World and Dunk Masters, if they'll be able to find that cohesion. I would imagine it's not super crazy different, because most of these players have played together. I think like the only odd one out here would be like Vadi, and I guess Indus. But I feel like Medic doesn't necessarily need to have as much cohesion, but Vadi and Indust have also been playing with Shiny all season as the
and
actual Glove World roster. Yeah, so there's, for the most part, I think this will be pretty clean, as we are going to be going live. Who are the players to watch on these mids, Mac?
I am going to be watching Patty on this first mid, really, because I want to see what he does. As a demo main, I want to see what Patty does on demo, because Gullywash, it's very important mid for demo main. We've had Meat Market former demos just crush on this mid. He's just lobbing some sticks. He's done a little bit of damage. It looks like someone jumped Vadi, though. And
yeah, Vadi down super weak early in this mid, as we see tentative play for both of these teams. We are going to see a soldier on the floor. It's going to be Daft going to get shut down by the scouts. We're going to see the counter aggression in from Sin, who's going to be like 40 health on the other team. He's going to rebomb in, but find the business end of the scatter of Phone. It's going to be a really messy mid, but with both soldiers going down for Glove World, they are going to wipe out Meat Market. So the first mid going in favor of the underdogs here, as Glove World is going to steamroll into second. They're going to be trying to set up anything they can on lap.
So that mid was basically just Jeff not being noticed. I think he went drop down, and he just got there a little faster and just was able to get on top of the rest of Meat Market, and you just saw Glove World just crush them between the points of just Shiny and Phone and Jeff. We got a standard hold, a very far back sentry gun from Meat Market. We should see Glove World come here really soon.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to be gearing up on the river side of things. Oh, yeah, they're going to be gearing up on the river side of things. So it's going to be the classic Shiny push. He likes to take these demo scout Ubers through river. They are going to get noticed, but they're going to get right in the face of this soldier. Going to get a ton of damage into Sin, who should go down here shortly. Phone's going to meet up with them as they get on the other side of things. They haven't taken down the sentry as the Uber starts to fade. Soldier's going to get in. They're going to pick. Daft's going to get that one, but 3 going down, including Indus on the other side of things. This is going to be a DM fight on lap. It's 3-on-3, Jeff and Phone versus Patty and Yosh. The sentry's still up on the left spawn, denying a ton of space, and Patty never had to det his stickies on the point, so it's going to be a hold here as they start getting spawns in for Meat Market. But with both medics going down, it is going to be even Uber.
Meat Market not able to push out. One thing to note, I don't think Patty actually had sticks on the point. He just had some aggressive sticks and we're just laying them everywhere. He's doing that right now as the teams, they're just getting ready for the stalemate. Yosh didn't swap off NG. He hasn't moved his sentry gun either.
Yeah,
and
let's say there was a very large lack of point pressure there for Glove World. That push was pretty decent for the most part. They really didn't need any space on the right side after they had picked Bear and kind of pushed players back into a more passive position, but nobody was in the position to really get on the point and pressure it. We do see a very tiny Uber out here for Indus, about 10%, but I don't think it's going to come into play, as we are going to see one of the lovely Gullywash stalemates of second to last that is oh so hard to push out of.
Glove World was so passive, I think they thought Meat Market might push out. They might not have understood that Indust and Bear both got on the same respawn timer.
Yeah, we are going to see Phone run into water here as the soldiers are trying to spam the sentry gun in river. It looks like Phone's going to opt to just get out the double back, and they are going to get the gun on the side of Glove World. So this is going to be the time to shine here to try and get a soldier in, but they are going to lose Vadi, and Jeff's going to go down as well. Bear took a pretty good rocket to the face from Jeff, but they aren't able to follow up on that, as it looks like Meat Market wants to try and push off that.
It normally would be a very classic dunk thing to do, as we see, I believe that's Sin trying to jump and do anything. The rest of Meat Market flooding into the main door, and Dunk, or Glove World, is not prepared. Both scouts go down. Indust alone up top with, I think, only Daft there. They're going to have to take an exchange.
Yeah, but Indus is going to last. He's going to find use there. Indus lost both of his scouts in that transition, and the soldier decided to go the other way. Indus tried to go to last, found the sentry gun and a soldier there. Is going to get forced off to save his own life, as Bear's able to hold on to his Uber here. as Sin and Use are going to cross spam down Dap in the river area as they push out here. Meat Market with a full Uber Ed and a pick should be trying to go here. Jeff trying to contest in the upper area. Once again, the cross spam from Sin and Use is going to claim another frag as we're going to see the high flying soldiers in. Indus is going to make it out of the choke. There's potential for Vadi and Bone to be caught here, but they're going to reaggress in. They're going to focus down Sin. You should hear here to follow. They're going to lose Indus though in the choke as Patty and Kyuki Uber in.
It's very clear that Glove lost track of the Ubers there. Shiny not going down though, taking a very long time to go down. And just from the way where Indust was sitting, it was very clear he thought Meat Market had used, but Vadi knew that they hadn't used, and he lived through it because he was playing so passive back. I believe both Phone and Shiny got caught in it, as we see Meat Market just slowly inching their way in, trying to get through the hailstorm of spam from Dunk here. But
yeah, Jeff's going to commit a little too many rockets. They're not going to leave himself enough to jump out. He's going to go down. We actually see Phone sniping from the forward spawn, watching that big door area. So it'll be interesting to see if Phone can find anything on his main, as we do see about a 30% Uber ad here for the boys of Meat Market. About 25% away. They should be probably peaking around this time, which makes Phone extra deadly in these, because I don't think anybody has seen him yet.
He has taken a shot, as it seems Meat Market is trying to peek their way through big door, taking it slow. They know the sniper's there. He's taking 2 pot shots, hitting a bit of damage, and they're just inching their way forward. They used through big door though. This could be good.
Yeah, but Indus is gonna get his Uber. This could be really good. Oh, but they're gonna lose both Vadi and Shiny. This is so bad. Dap and Phone are gonna pick up a couple frags to trade it out. So it's gonna be a scrappy DM fight as Jeff's gonna bomb in, getting a decent first rocket into Bear. And he's going to get a good rocket onto Kyuki as well, but Bear with the
from
heals.
behind, in onto Indus, is able to get it. Glove right now is just going to have to back off, because Bear, he's covered, he's protected. He's got Use and Kyuki in front of him. They're too far away. They don't have the buffs. Like, Glove just has to go to last now.
Yeah, and once again, Indus died, so we're going to see another Uber advantage for the side of Meat Market. About 60% this time. We're going to see a pretty standard last hold, it looks like, for Glove World, with the Sentry a little more aggressive on the left side, along with the Pyre trying to reflect some of that spam. And as we see, Meat Market is coming up on about 85. It looks like they're trying to get ready to gear up on this riverside as their Medic Demo and Scout are there.
Bear kind of thought he was rotating back to lobby, but Uber's now in. Patty jumping right into the Sentry Gun, gets pushed back. This Pyro doing work though. That Sentry Gun lasted way longer than it should have. Instantly going to the point though. Both soldiers bomb it. They don't want anyone capping it out. Kyuki, Sin, both going down. Indus in the middle of all that goes down though. But it looks like
but Bear's going to go down on the other. Yeah, Patty is going to make his way out main there after but Patty's under the point. He's going to get in. He's going to taunt on the point after getting the stickies down. And everybody on the side of Glove World had thought he had gotten out, but he turns out he was hiding in water.
I was going to say,
up the point and back cap for the first round.
I didn't see him walk out of there, and that's what happens if you don't kill a Doman.
Yeah, and so we are going to see the first round going to Meat Market as we go into this second mid. See if Glove World can replicate the same success they had. We're going to see a really fast bomb from Sin, pushing back Vadi into his elbow, and Indus is going to shortly follow Use with the huge follow-up bomb, as Jeff's actually going to find the salvation pick onto Bear on the other side of things. Phone should go down here shortly, but you know, we are going to see a Meat Market mid, but only Jeff.
Phone came in at the very end there, made it not the worst scenario to be in, killing off Patty and Kyuki. We might see Glove World try to inch their way into second here, but
yeah, they definitely should, because they are just now getting the forward spawns, and by the time the teams roll out, it's going to be a 6v2 for about 4 or 5 seconds for Glove World, so they should get a pretty decent opportunity to hold their second, because it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. We are going to see even Ubers, both medics were on the same spawn, so we are going to see the mid to 2 stalemate rather than the second to last.
Sing a song for the Gullywash stalemates.
Yeah, so this is a pretty interesting stalemate to be in. You do have quite a few options. Gullywash, despite only having 2 choke points, there's a few cheeky plays you can try and make, and it is going to be on Meat Market as they hold mid. The onus is kind of on them to try and make something to happen.
Just have Sin seeing if he can clear away some of the sticks. Both teams are trying to get Uber before they do anything here. What do we see? I think Meat Market will probably just send in Yosh under and have him try to take a 1v1. We do see them coming in through Big Door. They're sending 2 people through Little Door into Dungeon there. And they're still not backing off. Meat Market still keeping the pressure on in Big Door. The heals haven't quite rotated all the way there. And now everyone's harassing them from that Big Door area. Choke is only Daff holding it, but those two people up top, they're just begging.
Yeah, Sin's gonna jump in, gonna be above the point. They're actually gonna pick off Yosh. It's gonna be Jeff claiming that one, and Shiny's gonna get directed by Sin, but gonna claim that frag before he takes any more damage. And it looks like Glove World wants to get in from this choke point. It looks like Meat Market's gonna be looking for an exchange. We're gonna pop first on the side of Glove World. Phone's gonna go down as they have a slightly better Uber here for Meat Market. The Ubers are gonna end in the choke, and it looks like it's just gonna be a reset as Phone's on a slightly longer respawn than Sin. We may see a play come in for Meat Market, as it looks like they're trying to rotate their heels into Big Door. It's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to try and take advantage of this long respawn timer that Phone got, as 5 players are in this Big Door area as they're trying to get in. Sin's going to jump in. Going to get melted by Jeff and co there, as Jeff's going to find the counter aggression there. So Yoshi's going to trade that one out. Kyuki is going to get in, but it looks like they're eating a ton of damage. The health on Meat Market's very poor, as they're going to back up and just reset on mid.
Use going down 2 and choke. That could prompt a push from Glove World right there, and Vadi definitely held that entire team back at Big Door. Shiny peeking in, Vadi peeking Big Door. We have Daff and Shiny in. The heals are coming in through Big Door with the flank rather than what you would assume is the combo. But Indus going down to Yosh.
I think Yosh is just sitting in the bush on mid there and is able to get a cheeky pick onto Indus, as we're going to see the Uber in here for Meat Market. They're going to claim all these frag. Phone just 11 HP. Going to go down to use, and that pick onto Indus paying dividends there is able to get the Uber on the side of Meat Market. It's going to be a full wipe. Indus is going to be the only spawn here for the next 5 seconds. And it looks like the entirety of Meat Market's going to make their way into last before Glove World's going to get a single Fragging class spawn.
What a massacre. This will be round unless someone gets a help. Nope.
Yeah, I was say it's going to be a tough ask for anybody to even get on the point, assuming that nobody on Meat Market was there. Meat Market's going to take the second round about 10 minutes into this match.
I'm going to say this. Watch Sin on these mids. Last 2 mids, he's been fast bombing Vadi, and it's been doing work. First mid, it completely stuffed him, got him out of the way in the fight. Last mid, Yus followed up and was able to get 2 picks. He's doing it again. He tries to jump early, but Phone, he's denying it this time.
Oh, but Yus uses it on the Indus. Oh, he's going to go down. Yus wasn't able to find a second rocket. Indus with a really good surfer on the choke. All the heavy classes are going to go down on the side of Meat Market, just as Soldiers down on the side of Glove World, as Phone's going to get across the point and pick up Kyuki. Phone's not done, though. He wants more. He's got 2 kills is not enough for him. Body with the stickies on the shutter is going to pick up Bear. Yosh is going to go down as well, as Glove World's going to claim a second mid and buy themselves a full Uber with a chase on the 2.
Woo! That was a nasty mid. It's always one of these things where I always keep thinking, oh, Meat Market's got this, Meat Market's got this, and then Glove World, they just pull something out of their hat and just completely massacre Meat Market. And it, every single time, I always think, all right, they've got this, and just nope. Glove World, they've got some fight in them. They're not going down so easily.
Yeah, and we are going to see the pretty standard hold here for the side of Meat Market, the passive sentry on the left with the Pyro. The exact same thing is pretty meta for most teams on Gullywash in the current meta game, and it looks like Glove World's going to be rotating their heels around, trying to make it. They're going to come in from the shutter side of things. They're going to get in. They're going to get the important dispenser pick. They're going to get the sentry gun as well, as they're trying to clear stickies on the point. Phone's getting so much cap time. Nobody's going to come into contact. The stickies on the point weren't enough, and Phone's going to cap it out. It's going to be a 2-1 game here.
I, along with the rest of Meat Market, did not know it was the cap time at all. I was about to think that Vadi, should be holding that high ground, but they proved me wrong. They just capped it out from under their noses.
Yeah, and with Glove World getting themselves on the scoreboard here, it looks like they're going to go for a really aggressive mid is Phone, as both the soldiers are playing underneath. We're going to see the counter aggression in from Daff. Yus is going to bomb into Big, actually going to get a pick onto Phone. That's huge. Daff's going to go down as well. We're going to see a couple picks on the other side of things. Bear's going to go down super importantly, as Indus is running for his life. He's going to make it back to the lobby area. It looks like he should be safe here, as Bear did go down. So we're going to see a pretty sizable advantage here for the side of Glove.
Should push right back in, retake second, and this should be mid. Glove is going to want to try and take mid off it, but with how quickly Meat Market is moving, they shouldn't be able to get this calf unless
I think
Glove is particularly slow.
Yeah, I think just the combination of the spam and them wanting to make sure that they get the spawns and try and make sure they don't get back capped. I think the tentativeness, and I think the smarter call is to play a little more tentative, even if they have to spend the time capping. Indus doesn't quite have his Uber yet. They should get it around the time that they cap. Indus at about 90%. Bear at about 40%. He is going to be on the stock Uber charge here, so with about 50% to work with, Glove World's going to be trying to push into mid, as they are going to just pop through the big door. They're going to try and catch Patty and everybody in the choke. They're going to do so much damage as Body, as Yus, Patty, and Kyuki all down so weak, but Daff and Phone get picked on the flank. This is not looking good for the side of Glove. They are going to start capping up, but we're going to see a back cap from you, as we're getting the recontest in from the side of Meat Market. Yosh getting so much cap time, people are going to be coming back for it now as Shiny's going to come into contest. He's going to pick up Yosh there, but with a bunch of people going down, and Indus going down to Patty. They're not able to make it out in the shutter. Bear's going to pop off to save his players, but we are going to see essentially a wipe here for the side of Glove World.
The American tried to push forward before they realized that they only had one scout. They want to go in, all of them. They're moving into lobby. They want to just rush into last. They want to close out this half. I think Glove, they want to try and have a last hurrah. They don't want to lose it so quickly. With this fairly 25% Uber ad-ish.
Yeah, only
market.
I think especially with the pick onto Sin, I think Sin got a little too overzealous there, ended up finding the respawning flank of Glove World in the upper area, lost that 2v1, and I think off the back of that, kind of made them a little more tentative to push into last. I think they maybe would have tried to go off a momentum pick if Sin had lived, but because he went down, we're actually gonna see a really early pick onto Yosh from Vadi there, as looks like we're gonna see the standard Uber in from the river side of things, as the soldiers are gonna be jumping around on last here for Glove World, trying to buy some base for their team. Stickies on the point are clear, as there's gonna be just a cap out from Kyuki. Nobody came into contest, and it's gonna be a 3-1 half here.
Like, Vadi got that Yosh pick, and I thought, alright, they should be able to hold this then. Uber comes in though, gun, instantly down. Patty was on top of that. Next thing I see, Scout, still Ubered, running onto the point, and Vadi was not going to live through that, and that's what happened. They just clean Gullywash last push. You push them into spawn, while the team's rotating, you get rid of that demo man under, and you just run onto the point while the demo man sticks it. Soldiers try to block, and they just land on the minefield.
Yeah, I would say that is a textbook last push into Gullywash when the other team has off classes. And especially for a small Uber ad, when you have a small Uber ad like that, you're kind of forced to either focus on the other team's medic to stop them from getting Uber, or take the fight to the point and win it before they get Uber. And F1 and the side of Meat Market, they did a really good job of getting on the point before they could, get their Uber. As it looks like the teams are trying to ready up, but they are trying to get the right config on for the second half.
Have to fix it up before they go on. Right now, though, we're seeing mids are being won by Glove World, but they're not able to close it out. And it really feels like it's these sort of the transition. It's the last pushes I feel like they're having a lot of trouble on. And a bit of the transitions as well. Especially their aggressive transitions. Glove seems to be really kind of just something's not quite clicking.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like I said, this is a bit of a Frankenstein roster for the side of Glove World. As taking a little peek at the stats, the big thing that stands out to me is Sin top damaging at a big 307 DPM. And the other standout to me is Kuki and Use top fragging at 15 and 13 frags respectively. So I'm not sure if it's more of a cohesion thing or what, but it looks like the combo from Meat Market is able to find a little more in the terms of frags where it really matters. I mean, it's only a difference of 10 kills over 15 minutes, but for the most part, our prediction of that, where Glove World is finding success is in these mids, and if they were able to clean up their last pushes, I think this would probably be like a 3-2 or even a 2-2 game right now. But the fact that they're kind of struggling on these last pushes, and then during some of these transitions and stuff, they're making a few little mistakes here and there that Meat Market isn't, is the big decider right now.
Very, very true. It's the DM, very even. Both teams are as mechanically talented as the other. It's hard to say I don't think I'd give anyone just a slight edge even. It's very dead center, but the experience I would give to Meat Market on Patty and Bear. They've played at this level for so long, and it's showing in that they're recognizing when Glove World is just these minor mistakes they're making, the minor lack of punishment, or just not quite getting onto the combo as quickly, it's adding up, and Meat Market is taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the big thing is, especially late in a lot of these DM and transition fights, you're seeing Patty and Bear kind of being a central place for Meat Market to kind of rally around. It doesn't matter really who goes down. If 3 go down on either side, you see Patty and Bear being the kind of core staple players being alive, whereas Indust is struggling to stay alive, especially in a lot of these late DM fights and transitions. As we actually see Jeff leaving the server and Tambo coming in. So it looks like we're going to see a little more of the actual Glove World roster come in.
Very, very interesting. And we have more Glove World. keeping Daff. Now Daff, he plays pocket for Dunk, but I believe Tambo plays pocket for Glove World. So it'll be interesting to see.
I'm not really
who
sure
takes
because
roamer.
as somebody who's been pretty involved with Glove World, I know Tambo has kind of switched around roles depending on who they've had. When they had Paul Dog originally, Tambo was playing pocket, but when they had Jae Hyun Pei, they had Tambo roaming. So he's kind of played both roles. I would imagine that somebody as experienced as Tambo wouldn't particularly care about the role. I'm sure he has one he favors a little over the other, but I'm sure he's plenty experienced on both. As we are going to see the two teams ready up, and we're going to be going into our second half.
New half, new mid, new Glove World. What do you think will change on these mids, Frick? Why don't you take it away as
I'm
well?
interested to see if Tambo does anything different than Jeff. It looks like Jeff has been trying to go up the drop downs on these mids and trying to just create counter aggression, whereas I'm not sure what Tambo's going to do. It looks like he's going to be opting to try and go for the drop down, the same as Jeff. We're going to see him, along with Daff, picking up use on the floor. That's going to be an early pick for the side of Glove World as they're playing really passive. Daff's going to go down to an aggressive Q-Key, but it looks like Glove World's going to win this mid as Tambo bombs into the choke. He's actually going to find Q-Key as well. So with 3 down on the side of Meat Market, this is push territory for Glove World as they're going to get infamous choke. Vadi's going to bomb in, trying to control this shutter area as they are going to get a clean take on the 2. But both medics did live on this mid, so we are going to go right into a nice stalemate to start the second half.
Sing a song last time, pour one out for the Gullywash stalemates. Same instance as what happened in the very first mid. And other than this poke and prodding, once everything like fully stabilizes, we should see probably Phone and then one of the soldiers run in and try to do something.
Yeah, the last time we saw this scenario, we saw Jeff try and sack in after they picked the sentry gun, and but Vadi went down in the transition and kind of created like a whole chaos thing, and through the chaos, Meatmark was able to push out of there last. And, you know, we are going to see, like, about the same hold. Patty trying to hold down this riverside. Actually going to pick up Phone, who is trying to do something cheeky in the water area, maybe. And, yeah, we're actually going to see the counter aggression in from Use on the side of River. He's actually going to force out of Indust as Sin and Use go down for it. Phone's up on a respawn in 2 seconds. Zaf actually in the water coming up on the point. I don't know if anybody knows he's there. He's going to get onto the point. He's going to find some damage onto the Scout and Demo trying to contest there. As the Centurion's going to be blasting people back on the river side of things. Use is going to come up off his respawner, but with full advantage on the side of Meat Market. This is potential push territory for them.
I didn't note where Yosh initially placed the sentry gun, but putting it right there definitely threw off the rest of Glove World. They were not expecting it there, as we see Phone trying to do something up top, but not able to get it. Cleaned up very quickly. Ooh, the
Body with the
trap
on Sin. We're going to see the bomb in from, I think that's Tambo. He's actually going to live here. He's down to about 20 health. He's going to be trying to live for as long as he can. He's going to trade out with Use on the other side of things. Body claiming that frag as with 2 soldiers down on the side of Meat Market. And their Uber pop. Indus is at 95%. They're just down 1 soldier being Tambo on the other side of things. Shiny down to just 2 HP though. They're going to see the Uber in here. Phone's getting in so deep on the shoulder. Going to take down Patty. Body's going to pipe down Yosh as well. Kyuki's going to pick up Phone, but Meat Market's going to be retreating to their own last, trying to meet up with their soldier spawners here, as Glove World should be just happy to take second.
Uber was very good. It lets them keep second, but you could see it in them. Glove World, they wanted a bit more. They wanted to be able to get Bear there. And Phone, that's why he just appeared suddenly in the midst of them. Unlucky that I think he got 2 shot from Kyuki, and that he couldn't get Bear, but they were just nipping at the heels of it, and Bear just sort of danced his way out of lobby before the rest of Glove could back Phone up.
Yeah, and Meat Market with their very slim, about 15% advantage. Looks like they want to try and go off this, but Indus has been building incredibly well. Kyuki and Patty are going to be taking in from the up, but they're going to pop as soon as they get it. But Indus already has his Uber, as Yosh is going to go down to a trap from Vadi. Shiny's going to pick up Patty as with the better end of this Uber, as Bear's also going to be caught in here short. Kyuki's actually going to find a cheeky 2-shot onto Phone, but Daff's going to pick up the pick. As both the soldiers waiting in the shutter area trying to gun people down, as Use is going to get Daff. They're going to continue to run in from this shutter area. Shiny's going to go down as well. They're running into all the players in the shutter. Player onto last, that's going to be Tambo. He's going to run under the point. Kyuki's going to pick up Indust as Vadi bottles down Kyuki in return. And we're going to see Phone on the spy going for a back cap here.
And that's why you gotta take the choke point slow, and why not everyone can come in through the same doorway, folks. That is the classic hold.
Yeah, and Phone almost got bumped there by one scout. And maybe he was slightly visible there just for a second for the other scout. Phone's going to be going to last. I don't know if any... Tambo's going to jump in to contest. He's going to be on the point. They're going to contest for just dog enough, and Phone's going to get the cap. Oh, that was so close for the meat market. They were just ticks away from getting that, as it's going to be a 3-2 game off the back of that back cap.
If Phone didn't get that, that would have been so bad for Glove. They sold everything to get that.
Yeah, they sold the kitchen sink and all, but it is going to be a 3-2 game here coming into this 6th mid. The mids have been pretty back and forth, and we're going to see the classic bomb in from Sin trying to create pressure on the other team's elbow. Use is going to follow him. Daft's going to go down. Sin's going to die as well, but Tambo and Phone are so weak on the other side of things. Tambo and Phone are both going to go down. They're going to trade out for QQ, but Use is going to die, so it's going to be a mirror here for a 3-on-3 mid, as we're going to see Shiny onto the point, trying to get aggressive here, getting some decent damage into Pat, as it looks like Shiny's getting some more cap time over the more passive Yosh. It's going to be Yosh, Patty, and Bear versus Indust, Body, and Shiny. But Shiny's going to back up under the trap from Pat. That's not good for him, as Vadi and Indus are going to try and back up into this choke point, and Yosh is going to just get in, get both of them. It's going to be a very late mid win for the side of Meat Market.
Indust and Vadi, they could have left. They could have left, but Vadi wanted to stay in. I don't think he expected a Soldier Bomb to just come in and just rush in. Tambo trying to salvage something. Gets a lot of damage on everyone, but doesn't get Bear. Doesn't get the force, doesn't get the kill. And that, I think he's still going to be dead when Mute Market comes in. They want to move fast. They don't want to let Tambo get up.
The
They
only
want
off
it to
class
be
here
5v6.
for the side. Yeah, the only off class is going to be the Phone Sniper. They're going to use through main. Tampa open just 1 second, but doesn't look they're ready to contest on the point. Phone's going to go down along with Shiny. Both scouts down. His Daft's going to die. Indus is going to go down. Oh, so weak, and it's going to be a 4-2 here as Meat Market caps it up.
That was... Oh, that mid, it was just... You could... Indust and Vadi just... you could see Shiny wanted to be aggressive, but the other two, they were holding back. They didn't want to play together. They were just in different places, trying to do different things. Meat Market coming in. Vadi able to get some decent damage off. Really quick bomb from Sin there, getting a lot of damage onto Indus. Use is trying to follow up on it. You see everyone from Meat Market spamming out Indus there. And Use comes right in. He gets Phone, gets on top, but look at this. Every single time, I think Meat Market does something. It just turns the other way. And Glove World, they should get this with only 2 up. Patty solo holding Victor. Vadi contesting. Oh, Yosh on the point. That's not going to end well.
Yeah,
Scout
Yosh and the
versus Demo.
other team's choke. I don't know if they know he's there, but it's a little questionable from Vadi taking a 1v1 with the Scout. Usually would favor the Scout in that matchup, as we're going to see the 1v1 from Shiny and Yosh in the choke point. Shiny's going to win that handily. Still full 125 at the end of that fight, but it is going to be a mid here for Glove World. And I want to give a huge shout out to Indust on that mid. Yus was able to chase him through the choke point onto Glove World's 2, and Indust was able, with some excellent moves, able to keep himself alive in that 1v1 long enough for Shiny to catch up to him and to take down Yus. As Yus goes down again, they're going to get the force here. Sin down so weak on the other side of things. It's going to meet up with the heals. QQ down so weak as well. Everybody's so weak on the side of Meat Market in this river area, as it looks like they're going to be backing up here to Lath with the death of Yus. But we're going to see the engineer from Yosh trying to secure up the defenses here.
Indust almost dropped that. He was in the middle of arrowing. I think Daft there, as he was coming to the choke, as Yus just landed right on top of him, but it was just barely able to pull out the medigun. Again, these traps from Vadi, getting off that early pick. Oh, both soldiers get super deep in, and they're getting a lot of damage out onto Indus. Daft jumps into the back line. Tambo's able to clean up the trade with Yosh there. Tambo should die after this. He's still in.
Tambo's actually fighting Yus in the upper area. Oh, 1 rocket away. It was a pretty good attempt there from Tambo, but he's going to end up losing that 1v1 to Yus in the upper area. But I think Vadi has gotten the same kill with the trap on the little tiny staircase ramp there in upper. I think every single time Meat Market's tried to push out a last, he's gotten the kill with the exact same trap. We are going to see the Uber attempt in here for Glove World. They're going to drop Daft though on the side of things. Phone down so weak. Shiny's going to go down as well before they even pop this one. So 2 down. They're going to basically lose their flank, but they are going to get Use and Bear. I think Bear got a saw, but he was not able to get it, as Indus is going to go down as well. So it's going to be a 3v4 DM fight on the second here, as I'm going to favor Meat Market with their 4 players. Their number ad's going to prove too strong, as it was a really good attempt there from Glove World. They Ubered in, and they were able to try and control that shutter area, but Meat Market did a really good job of just kiting the Uber on 2 and making the DM fight scrappy.
Definitely. And those 2 initial picks, like, they lost Daft, they lost Shiny. At that point, like, you Uber in, you're able to get Bear, but at that point you just need to look for an exit, and Glove World looked to just dig in and get ready for the fight, and they were not ready for that. They instantly just get wiped out. Ubers, though, very even. Indus didn't go down that long after Bear, and so we should see just another stalemate, unless only about a 10% ad. They might try to do something cheeky, but not with how passive they're standing.
I say Indus has been doing a phenomenal job of building with both Shiny and Phone. I think every single time somebody's gone back for him, they've gone back, as it looks like they want to try and get aggressive off this Uber at his meat market, but Indus is at 99%. They're going to get this. They're not going to lose a single player. Daft down to just 5 HP, but they're going to pick Patty, Sin, and Kyuki going down as well, as long with you. What did you see?
Body in the backlines. Hughes just getting plucked out of the air by him. Oh man, right by the point. That closes out that fight, and one Uber for Glove World there. And they're still pushing. They're shoving Meat Markets back. They're saying, this is our point, and your next point is ours too. We're taking your second, not just mid.
Yeah, and off the back of that, we're going to see about a 10% advantage for the side of Glove World. Not really push territory, as, you know, these small Uber ads, they can be really successful if you successfully push up them. But there's a large amount of risk involved if the other team gets their Uber. But it looks like they're just going to opt to try and stalemate out here as they're set up in the upper areas. They get this Uber.
And again and again, these Gullywash stalemates. Phone dying, but that is a very interesting combo. Phone running in somewhere and you have a soldier go to the point. Normally it's the other way around, but whatever floats their boat.
Yeah, so we are going to see the regression in from Sin. Sin's going to get a really good first rocket, and it does in just under just 15 health. Is they're going to peek in from the shutter area. That's going to be Scout. They're going to get the force off it into Indus. Yus is going to jump in from the shutter side of things. He's going to be eating some decent damage here. Actually going to take down Shine in the upper area. So not only with the trade pick here, but with their full Uber ad, looks like Meat Market wants to try and go off this, but we're going to see a soldier in the back lines as Dap on the point. Oh, so close on that back cap. We're going to
Body with the pipe gets the drop onto Bear. Oh, that completely shifts the tone of the fight. Now Glove World should be able to get onto last tier, unless the soldier kills Phone. And again, they're trying to just run into two explosive classes through a shutter. They're not looking to get in anywhere else, just going right through this door. Tambo eventually goes in through another door and clears it out, but oh, that drop changes everything. 50% or more Uber ad for Glove World here. Should be seeing them push in fairly shortly.
Yeah, and it looks like Yosh is going to put a cheeky dispenser on the point, maybe trying to stop people coming in from water for a second, as they have this gun up on the right side. They have about a 50% advantage on the side of Glove World, as it looks like they're trying to go from this river side. Bone down to 17 HP, who's wandering around waiting for some packs as the Uber comes in. They aren't even going to get the gun. They are eventually going to get the gun. Tambo's going to go down on the other side of things. Shiny's going to be 1v1 Yosh in the water area, as he's shooting the dispenser here, trying to get back onto the point. Shiny's going to try and cap, baiting off the stickies here, as it's just going to be Shiny and Body late into this fight, as they were only able to get Yosh and Sin on the other side of things.
Oh man, I just saw Body go for the gun, and Shiny, after Body killed the gun, instead of fighting with him, just like, he goes 1v1's the engineer. And look what happens. There's no hit scan to help clean up on the explosive damage, and Meat Market just gets a real easy push out. Still with full Uber ad. Oh.
It sounds like the stream is dying, so we'll go into a bit more of a radio cast style until we are informed that it's fixed. We're going to see the Uber in from Meat Market. They're going to be Ubering in a bit. Yuki's going to find Dap in the flank area, because the Uber's going to end on the other side of mid for Meat Market. They're just going to be getting up the cap with just Dap going down, as we see some cheeky flank peeking here for the side of Meat Market. Sin's actually going to go in behind. He's going to be in the other team's lobby. Phone's going to find him out, though. He's going to find that the scout Yosh is with him. So they're going to see the flank of Meat Market going to be behind Glove World as they're coming up in on this Uber. Glove World just holding their two for the time being, trying to get the cheeky pick. Yosh is going to trade out with Tambo in the lobby area. Actually, that's going to be Sin going down, so both roamers going down. I think Yosh is still in the back line?
He still is. He's running around on last. They have two people searching for him, and again, like Glove, they had Uber ad, but these two people, they're buying so much time that it's just going to stabilize here.
Yeah, so instead of being able to push off this about 40% ad that Indust and Co had, they are going to finally pick Yoshi in the backlines. It's going to be Phone winning that 1v1, but they aren't able to push as Sin and Yoshi are able to find so much time in the backline. Welcome back to anybody still with us. We are going to be hopping right into map 2. We're about 5 minutes into the second map here of Process. It is 1-0 for Meat Market right now, as Glove World has won the second mid and has full Uberad as they try and push into 2 here. We're going to see them capping up as they look to gear up in the lobby area, trying to get ready for a cap. See a pretty standard hold here of Yosh Engineer on the left spawn and the Sniper Kyuki looking for an early pick and an early force here. As Glove World gets buffed up in this lobby area, ready to push last. We're going to see both the soldiers going 5, looking for this gun. They see it's there. Daft spots it out. He's going to be trying to spam it down as they get ready to push in here. Glove World's being super tentative in this lobby area. They're just sitting upper lobby. It looks like they're trying to spam this gun. They are eventually going to get it. They're going to pop their Uber through 4 here as they try and get Shiny in onto the point. Vadi's going to get into that upper area, going to find some decent damage, but that's all they're going to find. Tambo's going to get in from the 5 area, get so much damage on the bear. Nobody comes in to contest, and the first round for Glove World on Process is going to go down. It's going to be 1-1 here.
I was so worried for Glove World right there. It felt like they were trying to do 3 different things at once. Like, you said Shiny was going to the point, and he just woofed it across. He went right into the rest of the team. Daft was right there following it up, and you just had Vadi and Phone, I think, cap it out. And we're into the next mid. Trading some spam. This is more or less a mirror, except Glove World now taking a bit more high ground. Both sides are sent in a jump. No one's really winning it per se. Damage on both sides.
Yeah, but Yosh goes down to the stickies of Vadi here, so with that early scout pick, especially on a map like Process, this is crucial. Both teams are so weak. Yus is going to go down. They're going to trade out for Daft here as Phone gets healthy. We're going to see Glove World taking this second mid as they get aggressive in this choke, but Tambo's going to get blown away by Kyuki in that choke. Kyuki's going to run in from that choke point, going to get shut down by both the scouts here of Glove World, as Glove World's going to cement themselves on mid here.
During that tail end of that fight, as Glove World is just trying to... Looks like they're trying to pressure, maybe walking in, but they should be backing off, and we should see a stalemate, I think. Kyuki being dead, I don't think Glove is going to be trying to push off this. I think we're going to see
Kyuki's going to respawn already, as it's such a quick spawn, or such a quick rollout for the spawners here to get on the second. So we should see, you know, the standard soldier bombs. Process is interesting because there's not really any places you can save, as Tambo's going to jump in, going to find Bear. Bear's going to jump off the point trying to juke rockets that Tambo hadn't shot yet. Sin's going to counter-sack in from the choke point, going to get air suspended by both the scatter gun, as we just see the classic stalemate. Kyuki is actually just in from the choke point, getting so aggressive on the Shine. Zero respect for that man right there, as Kyuki goes down. So 2 down on the side of Meat Market here. This is opportunity for Glove World to try and throw in another player.
Throwing a player or push, it's hard to say. They're stacking up there. They are just sending in the soldier. He's going to land on the scout and get the scout as well. That's going to open the doors for everyone else. But, oh, the soldier spam able to pick off Shiny, and now the Ubers are coming out, and this will be a much better Uber for Meat Market here.
Yeah, Bear doesn't even have to use. Body gets destroyed by both the soldiers and Meat Market. Eventually, Daft's going to jump in and secure the force here onto Bear, but with 3 down on the side of Glove World, they are just going to be retreating here, giving up mid to try and buy time, potentially make a hold here on second, as Kyuki's actually going to catch out Phone in the sewer area. That's really good from Kyuki there, as we are just going to see Glove World try and set up on their 2 here.
Yeah, Glove World, they're just peeking their way in, and nothing really... Oh, we got air shots going left and right. Daft trading air shots with use there, as the spam and the aggression from Meat Market. But Patty going down. Shiny trading it up for Kyuki going down right after. Trades left, right, and center, but in the end, Glove World comes out on top.
Yeah, Glove World finding some excellent DM, particularly from Daft in that choke point, punishing the over-aggressive Meat Market, as Meat Market is going to back up onto their own 2, and Glove World's going to take mid just as quickly as they lost it. And once again, we do see even Ubers about 2 minutes off the clock there, but we are going to end up in this scenario run about 2 minutes ago with Glove World holding mid being even Ubers.
Will I be able to analyze? Probably not. We're going to see most likely a sack in here. Or maybe they're going to overload the flank? Hard to say. They're just stabilizing. They're setting it up. They look like they want to send everyone in through the flank.
Yeah, both the soldiers are going to be aggressive in the IT area. Daft's going to get super aggressive on the Sin. Daft under 41 HE going to be taken down there, as Tambo's going to die in the IT area as well. Kyuki finding both of those frags. Going to be super aggressive trying to find a Phone there who is peeking in, but it looks like they're going to back up. It looks like they're trying to buff up Use in this choke area. Use going for some sort of counter sack. Going to be in on the mid. Going to find a rocket on the Indus to 50 damage, but that's all he's going to find. Indus is actually going to pop this off, looking to try and make some sort of exchange here. But Phone's actually going to get juggled away from the choke. F-150 Bear, that's going to pop his Bat one back in. And they're going to take their Uber onto the Indus is going to be down to just 11 HP. Gonna get the little pack, gonna go down though. Patty with 2 pipes, claiming Daff and Indust here. As Yosh is gonna go down on the other side of things as this DM fight. Gloveworld does not want to get this up. Shiny's gonna go down to Kuki on the Patty with another pipe on the Tambo. Sin's gonna pick up a frag on the phone.
Patty with the air pipe, you mean? He hit Tambo out of the sky and then hit him right as he fell to the ground. Patty, definitely the MVP of that fight, able to claim a 3K, swinging the balance over to Meat Market. And they should just come right in here. No scouts were up on the side of Gloveworld, so Patty and co just feel completely free to just fly high and bomb in.
Yeah, and they have about a 40% and Uber advantage on the side of Meat Market here. Phone's going to be trying to go for a cheeky pick on the sniper in the 1 area, going to get spammed out by that soldier. Bear at about 90% as they're going to be posturing up in this lobby area, getting ready to try and push in. Shiny's going to be trying to shore up the defenses here with the sentry. And Tambo's actually going to get a really good pick onto Patty. That might just cancel this push, as a demo is so essential for most last pushes, especially on a map like Process. And without Patty being there, it looks like Meat Market's just going to back up and let the Ubers even out.
Sniper from Phone, able to just hit that quite a bit of damage on him, since 12 health, and Tambo with the spam just cleans up Patty. Right now we're just seeing just some poking and prodding in the lobby. Glove is able to keep it under their control as Body's deciding to trap it up. And
yeah, we are going to see the Yosh sniper.
Ooh.
I think this is the first time either team has tried to opt for an aggressive sniper. We've seen a couple snipers on defenses here. But I think this is the first time a team has tried to use a sniper to break a stalemate. Is he going to get a headshot off onto Body? Indus is going to cross that sniper sight line. There was a moment of very extreme danger as Body and Phone both go down in exchange for Sin. This is huge push territory for the side of Meat Market as they get Daff as with just Tambo and Shiny to try and hold this. The sentry again is going to go down from Shiny here. Tambo's going to get in onto Bear. Bear down to about 60 HP. Going to have to pop that. But Indus drop. Huge 2-shot from Q. And that's going to be the second round on the board for Meat Market.
Pressure of the sniper doing work there. Just Yosh ripping off the headshots, ripping off the body shots, sent Body down low and just wasn't able to recover that health, and it just snowballed from there. As we're into this next mid, both gentlemen trading a little bit of spam. Glove moving much faster, getting the aggressive soldier bomb, but the scouts from Meat Market, they're just rushing the one side. The heals are disconnected. Pipes flinging back and forth. You sent so low. And
yeah,
Meat Market,
they're down so weak. Oh, but Gloveworld's going to find all the frags. They're going to get the counter aggression on the top area. They're going to find Use, Patty, and Kuki on the side of things. They're only going to lose as Yosh and Bear are going to die on the mid. Sin's going to be bombing in looking for Indus. Only going to find 1 rocket as Gloveworld wins this mid, only losing Daff.
Indus, I think, did get that off, and that mid was just, you saw both the scouts go super aggressive across the pack and onto that far side where the little pack was, but their medic did not follow them. Patty and, Tambo going down to the lobby area. Patty and Bear, excuse me, they just were sitting around the pack and sitting on the point, so the whole team other than Patty just did not get heals from Meat Market. And you just saw that in the end where slowly the damage got whittled away and suddenly 3 frags are just gone in the way of Gloveworld. As we should be seeing this pushing very soon. Shiny sneaking some peeks there. Should have noticed the gun.
Yeah, and we are going to see the Uber in on the 4th door here as Shiny is going to be trying to hunt the frag onto Sin. Sin's going to make it into this spawn door, going to get that class switch off to get him all his health back. Bear at about 75%. Kuki's going to find the first pick onto Daff, who was not able to find the aggression in this area. Yosh and Sin are going to go down in exchange for Tambo, so 2 down on either side of things. No soldiers on the side of Glove. Shiny's going to be running in looking for the pick onto Patty. Patty down to just about 20 HP, but he's going to get those heals tanked on him as Meat Market's going to hold as they get their Uber here.
And that push, just Gloveworld, they didn't quite go deep enough. Like, Meat Market just kited as we see them just push in here. Oh, very fast bomb. Tambo right in onto Bear, getting him down. Dealing, I think, some good damage to Kuki as well. Phone trying to follow up, but losing his life instead. Daff is still in and paying that price as well. Uber ad in favor of Gloveworld, but they just lose so many people.
Yeah, and Avadi and Shiny are going to focus on Kuki on the mid, a little aggressive, disconnected from his team. Yosh down to about 20 HP, he's going to get the pack and IT. Yosh is actually in on the mid. Body doesn't see. That's huge from Yosh. Yosh is sneaking around on this midpoint as Indus is about 90% about to get this Uber. Yosh is going to come in. Oh, gets destroyed by Body. Body with some excellent showing of the DM. as where Indus is going to come up on his Uber. They're going to be walking in from this choke point. Sin's going to be bombing around, trying to make space for Use to get in. Indus is now at 21 HEV, going to surf through that choke point, able to hold that.
Oh my lord, those spam rockets so close to hitting Indus right there. No fear shown from that man, but these rockets, they could have swung that entirely. Still not up at full health, barely at half, and they're already in. They're already Ubering Body super deep, hitting his head off the top there. But they're just trying to get the cap time. Shiny.
Yeah, Shiny's able to get so much cap time, and Body's destroying people on the point. With all that cap time, it's going to be a 2-2 game at Body with the very deserved taunt at the end there.
Pipe Genie, showing why he was known as that in ECA. Those mystical pipes, getting the 2 pipe onto Yosh, hitting the 2 kills with 1 pipe on the last push there. He is significantly faster than Patty on this mid as well.
Yeah, it looks like Meat Market's going to try and meet them on the right side here. We're going to see the regression in from Tambo trying to make space for his team, but all the space on the crates here for Meat Market as they're going to bomb in. Daff's going to go down as it looks like Buse, Patty, and Yosh are all going to go down. Tambo and Shiny are down so weak, but they're going to focus down Sin as well. It's just going to be Kyuki and Bear trying to make their way out of this one in the sewer area. Tambo's going to get aggressive here. We're not going to find any damage into Bear. Bear's going to go down so weak, the scout's in. Shiny's going to take him down as everybody's going to collapse on them in the sewer area. Kyuki's going to be looking for Indus, but he's not going to find that one. As Glove World wins another mid.
Tambo, MVP of that mid. High bombs over the entirety of Meat Market. I think he landed on top of either a scout or a soldier, killed them, and then was able to get Patty, and then lived. Can't have that happen during the mids if you want to be winning this. Tambo doing work for his team.
And we're going to see another huge Uber ad for Indust and Glove World as they gear up in this lobby area. They're going to see get the cross spam in as Body's going to go down super weak. They're just going to get buffed up. They have plenty of time here to try and approach this last, as Bear's only at about 20% on his own Uber. We're going to see the sentry gun once again from Yosh on the forward. Body going to be bombing in, claiming that one super early as it is. Uber's going to end on the right side here, but this Sticky's on the point this time as Phone and Tambo go down. Kyuki's going to go down to Body. Patty's going to die as well, but it's just going to be Body trying to sure up anything he can here. Is he going to get chased down by an aggressive Yosh. Bit of a botched push there for Glove World as Meat Market's going to push out onto 2 here.
I didn't quite see it, but I'm pretty sure Tambo tried to come in when the rest of his team wasn't running. When the rest of his team wasn't going across the point, excuse me. And just instantly Kyuki was able to focus him down and just punish him, getting in a little early there. And it just fell from there. The dominoes, one after another, people just fell. We do have a Phone spy though. I don't think Phone has gotten any sort of picks. And Meat Market, the Paranoid, they're all looking behind though. I think they know about this as they make their way into sewer.
Bombed. Oh, that was so close. Sin almost accidentally backed into him and Phone had no idea. Phone's going to be following him into the sewer area. They have no idea, even though Phone opened the shutter door. There was nobody there. Phone's up on the Bear. They don't see him. He's going to get the backstab onto Use. He's going to get a couple pistols into Bear. Bear's going to use some excellent pistol aim coming out of Phone. He's going to get a pick onto Use, and he's going to get that Uber for super early. He's going to die for it. Patty down as well, so with the Uber fading here, it's going to be an all-out DM fight. Tambo's going to die in exchange for Yosh. Going to be favorable for Glove World here on the Scout dominant meta, but Shiny's going to go down to a super aggressive Kyuki who's going to get traded out there by Body as the soldier's going to be jumping away into mid. It's going to be a 3v3, and Dust is going to come up on his Uber, but Daff's going to go down so weak. They should just chill out here. They have plenty of time to wait for their scouts, but it looks like they're hungry for more. Daff and Body are going to be walking into this mid area.
Oh, they're backing off now. They know that they're... Oh, but Body not quite leaving with the rest of his team. Sin able to trade it out with that little wall shot or mini air shot there, but the Uber still in favor of Glove World as they're walking in here. Use is in now, gets the force off. Tambo dies in the middle of it. Can't be having that during the middle of the push. And the Uber
Tambo
not able to get anything.
Yeah, Tambo bombed in trying to catch some players that were close to the choke point, and his Bear's going to get launched in. I couldn't see what that happened there, but Daff's going to get that pick. So with 2 soldiers down on the side of Glove World, they're going to see the regression in from Meat Market. They're trying to find anything they can. They're going to find Shiny. Kyuki and Patty are going to go down this side of things, but Yosh is going to find Body in this rollout area. Body's going to clap him, and Use as well. Body with the pipes. Going to take down Use. Pipe Genie at it once again. Phone's going to clean up Sin. It's just going to be the spawner of Bear as Glove World's going to try and cap up on this mid, building a huge Uber advantage.
Oh my goodness there. That was just... It's hard to say who was popping off the most. But at the end there, Body hitting those very, very clutch stickies and pipes, and we already have them flying in. Tambo's in, able to get Yosh too. Daff is in on the medic. Why is he able to get so far back? It takes so long for him to die, but Phone goes down as well. Uber is out. Sin is down. They're trying to get forward into them. This Uber ad, though, not really doing anything. Shiny is should clean up the soldier. Maybe? No, Use gets out. We should have Meat Market looking to make their way into mid.
Yeah, and that was an absolute car crash of a push. Indus was at about 95% and got bombed by Sin, was disconnected from his team. And it was really just Indus and Vadi there in the choke point trying to deal with Sin as everybody else kept going forward. And Indus was left alone at about 97% for 2 to 3 seconds. There was a moment of very extreme danger. Tambo's going to bomb in, land on Use and Sin's head in that sewer area. And Yosh isn't even going to see him. Tambo's going to get the pack in sewer. Is going to be continuing trying to kill Use. It's going to be 1v1. They're going to do the soldier special. They're going to trade rockets and kill each other as we're going to see Bear Ubering into mid as they aren't going to find a single frag here as Gloveworld does an excellent job of cutting this out through the choke point. At 80% is Indus, so they're going to have an Uber here very shortly. Looks like Meat Market's going to get this cap, but Gloveworld's going to be in a position to re-Uber into them very shortly.
Oh yeah, this is just leapfrogs back and forth. We're going to see a similar push going through IT. Ubered out. Daft dying in the middle of it though. Body bombing in. They should be able to clean up Yuki with 1 HP. Ooh, but nope, he's not getting it out. Oh, Use is getting launched in. Cleaned up, landed in front of Shiny. Body just hitting the air stick, just send him flying in. And should see Gloveworld maybe try to push in, but no, it looks like they're coming in now. I'm gonna eat
They're
my own
wary
words.
of the Uber from Bear, though. Bear at about 95% here is going to be very close to getting it. I'm sure they know it. Indus does a very good job of tracking those Ubers for them. As we are going to see Meat Market meet up with all of their spawners. As Indus is going to be trying to avoid getting leapfrogged once again. He's going to be playing super far back. They're going to pop this Uber in. Indus at about 75%. Body's going to get caught here. This is not good for Gloveworld. They're at about 80%. As they're going to have a potential to re-push in here before they get the cap, but it doesn't look like they want to go. They don't favor their odds without a demo, as it looks like Meat Market wants to go, just leaving one scout off that pick, and Sin's going to find a huge rocket on the phone. Shiny's going to trade that one out, but Kyuki's going to trade up onto Tambo, but Daft in the back line. Daft gets Bear in the back lines here, and Indus is about 30 health under the point. He's going to get this Uber. They're going to pop it off, but they're just going to kite it out on the side of Meat Market. Kyuki's going to go down, as Shiny's on a 5-kill streak. As they push into mid here, it looks like Gloveworld is going to get space on the mid. And actually, huge prediction pipe onto Yosh in the IT area is going to get chased down. Shiny is going to be trying to, for that one, he's going to take his heals and they're going to claim that frag onto Yosh. As with their 20% advantage and their pick, they are going to push into mid. Use is going to get destroyed in the choke point. And it looks like Patty and Sin are getting crunched in the choke along with Kookie. Sin's going to get a lucky arrow to keep himself alive. He's going to make it out with Bear, but that was a car crash of a repush here. All the damage getting piled into that choke point as Gloveworld's going to cap up on this mid. And potentially even the last, but it looks like they're going to be just messing around with the player and forward.
What a repush from Meat Market, and what a collapse from Gloveworld. Oh my goodness, you had both the soldiers tried to jump in, but Vadi was just right in the position, completely denied Use, just walked forward, piped out Patty, almost got Sin, just locked Yuki in. They're going in off it. This is only a 20% ad, and they're already in. Sentries down. They're going across this point. Shiny is in deep. Body getting the damage. Hits a baby air pipe, but the Uber's out. Oh, this shouldn't do much more, but Use goes down as well. They're trading the frags back and forth, but with Daft down, that should be all she wrote for this. Just this last push, really.
Yeah,
Kyuki's
it's going to be
still
tough for
trying to
Meat
push
Market.
forward.
This is going to be tough for Meat Market to try and push here, as this is a spawn advantage territory for Gloveworld as long as they hold this point. Gloveworld's going to get their 2 spawns, and Shiny's going to die, though, with a really aggressive Kyuki. The rest of his team wasn't really there to support him, so off the back of that Shiny pick, they are going to get this cap. They're going to be stacking it, trying to deny his forward spawns, but Indus has about a 30% advantage, as he had to use so much earlier.
Looks like Meat Market, they're peeking, they're poking, they're prodding, but it should just stay on. Well, I say that, but Yuki's running in there. Daft does the roamer special with Sin, and they're deep, they're in. They have their Uber, their Gloveworld's taking this.
Yeah, but Indus has not had to use very crucially here. Bear is at about 85%. It's not really push territory. If he had been hard building, he should have it already, but with the only with the 1 player advantage, Use is actually behind in the other team's IT. And Body's in the 5 area. Looks like they want to try and go off this. Actually, Bear's going to hit a crucial arrow. They're going to have to pop this one off about the same time. Foe's going to die on the point, but they were able to get the stickies dead. Tambo's going to die as well. It looks like off the back out, they're probably just going to have to back out. Use is going to go for flank, but he's not going to find a single person in the lobby area. as we are going to see the reset here. Daft's hiding in the one area, going to find 2 cheeky rockets on the pad. Going to claim that frag. He's going to go down to QQ, who came back for that one. But Tambo and Phone are going to spawn up in 1 second. A demo is a little more important than a soldier on process, as they only have 1 scout on the point. Yus is going to be trying to deny those entrances. Going to eat so much damage. Going to eat a lucky arrow there. Phone's going to be regressing on the point. Meat Market is not going to quite finish off. Oh, they are going to finish the cap. Kyuki and Sin able to commit their lives to getting that one. Sin's going to make it out on just 12 HP through the lobby area, ailing very desperately, but Kyuki died to get that cap very crucially because that was potential push territory for Glove World into lat. As it looks like they want to go off just this Kyuki pick, they're going to walk in off in 5. As the soldier's going to bomb into them, they're going to get so much damage. Yosh is going to get a couple clean kills as they're all going down on the side of Glove World. There is 6 minutes left in this half. I'm not really sure. Daft's going to get it on the point, though. They're all in the lobby. Daft gets so much cap time. That was so dang. Quick reactions on everybody from the side of Meat Market as they're going to focus him down. But Daft with a very intelligent play.
Are we going to get a break? This action is just back and forth. Kyuki goes down on IT, but I think we might just slow down just a touch.
Bones on Spy, too.
Slow down in as much as Meat Market should be able to take this point, and then we're going to have at least a little bit of notice here. Phone, he's coming in. Is he going to get it? They're running forward. They use the Uber. Phone doesn't know what to do. He's just on the point.
Yeah, it took Yus a moment there to notice that he wasn't getting the ×3 on the cap, and that the scout that was disguised on the point was a bit of espionage. Yus is going to go down to Dap on the mid as he's contesting mid for as long as he can, but Phone, Indust, and Vadi did die in that transition. Dap is still on mid, and they have no idea. Eventually, he's going to fire a rocket, expecting the scout to be farther back. Going to miss that one. Sin's going to clean it up, as Bear's going to build up about a 40% advantage as Indust comes up on his spawn.
Meat Market, they went in with their Uber and were able to catch out, I believe, both Vadi and Indus there, which is how they went down and all of that. And I say things are going to slow down because I think that, oh, they're going to take a second to cap, but no, they're holding the gas pedal. They want this to be over with some strange plays from Glove World with a significant amount of time still left. Like, we had them fighting second when there was still like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and Bear's going to come up on his Uber. It's actually only at about 30%, as Indus is doing a really good job of building as he has all series. As Indus and Co are going to do a really good job of kiting. They're going to use that sentry gun as bait. Stickies are dead on the point. Daft's going to clean up Sin, as Phone's going to clean up Yosh. On the other side of things, Phone's going to be trying to reaggress into the other team. Indus at 95% is going to be able to kite into spawn, get the resup. He's able to get that one shiny on the heavy to shore up the defenses. Getting the pick onto Yus. Kyuki down weak as well. It's just going to be Patty, Kyuki, and Bear trying to set up some sort of defense on 2. They're going to get the spawns for Yosh and Sin, but Glove World's got all the position. As Daft's going to dunk Kyuki in the choke point. The conjunction of Tambo trading out for Patty in the choke. Oh, actually, Tambo lived. So we are going to see a push into mid with about 40% advantage and 2 pick. We're going to see the Soldier bomb in as Yus and Sin are going to bomb out. Body down to about 70 HP, but he's going to get healed up. They still have about 25% and a demo pick on the side of Glove World. It looks like they're trying to go off it. Patty's going to spawn in 1 second. Is he going to get the forward spawn? I think so. I think he got the forward spawn here, but they still have the Uber at Jared about 95%. Chinese in. He's going to find a first right on the Bear 99. Bear's barely going to get this Uber. But this is going to be a huge punish territory for the Meat Market boys as they clean up 4 frags instantly. It's just going to be Daff in the flank and Vadi backing up in the choke area here. Vadi's going to be gunned down in the choke as Daff's going to be jumping around for his life in IT.
So much happening. That could have been so good if they had just gotten a little bit closer on with that Uber there onto Bear, but the action going back and forth. Neither team wants to let up. 3 minutes left. That's enough time for it to go either way, but Bear is... They got their Uber at. They're walking in. We have 2 snipers on. Oh, and the headshot rings off from Phone. Doman Kyuki as he tries to come into that choke, saying, no, this is my area. You don't walk in here unless I say so.
Yeah, and they're going to keep up this double sniper defense as 1 sniper's in the rollout. The other one's in the forward spawn, so it's actually pretty cheeky. They know about 1 sniper, but I think as soon as they pressure 1 out, I don't know if they know about the second. So they have them watching both of the potential push options here. Daff's going to spot out the team in IT. They're going to be trying to push in through these tight choke points. There's going to be a ton of spam in from Daff. Daff's going to die to an aggressive Yosh here, though. That's all they're going to find with this Uber. And Indus at about 90%. But they're going to be in on the last. They're actually going to pick off Vadi as Yosh is going to make it out. They're going to be in this 3-door area as Bear and Patty are committed. Indus is going to be so close to this Uber. This is potential for Shiny to get a huge Uber. Shiny's going to get a huge 2-shot off into Bear. Going to clean that one up. Yoshi going to pick off Tambo in the back lines, but Phone's going to clean that one up. As Kyuki's just going to pick up this cap. And they're going to be in on the last other side of Meat Market. They're going to be taking the DM fight. Patty's going to pick up Daft, but Shiny's going to trade that one out. Indus under just 11 HP as Kyuki's in. Bear's going to respawn here, but it's going to be essentially a wipe here for the side of Meat Market.
I barely saw that Uber coming in from upper IT, and then just frags left and right and center. Shiny getting that crucial, I think 2-shot or 3-shot onto Bear there, and just chaos all around. This has just been the landmark, or just the signature of this entire series, is just chaotic free-for-all fights with neither team letting up.
And with about a 20% Uber ad, maybe a little closer to 30, because it isn't like Bear is hard building as well as Indust. So with a pretty sizable Uber ad potential here for Indust, it looks like they may try and go off this. There is a minute left in this round, so they do have a potential to win it, but they may just opt to try and take the half 2-2 as time begins to become of the essence.
Kyuki was 3-rune blading himself down all the way to like 15 health, very low, almost in danger of dying, but we see Meat Market, they're just slowly moving in, quickly I should say, through IT. Uber's out, they're trying to get something, they want to take this half, they want to take
Tambo's alive for so long! Tambo kited that entire Uber essentially as it's gonna fade here. Bear's gonna make it out through the IT. Kyuki's gonna die, basically trading out for Tambo there. So with Indus with a full advantage and a pick on a scout, there's potential for them to push, but I don't think they're gonna go for it. Yoshi's actually in the one area, so huge shot from Dap! Dap denies the clap, but
Patty with the clap on Indus! After this point, Gloveworld will probably clean everything up, but that clap in the dying seconds? Tens of seconds of the round?
Yeah, there's about 15 seconds left, so even with the drop, though, it looks like Gloveworld's just going to take a DM fight on the mid, make it scrappy. Pathos, that's a little... Tambo's going to get a pick onto Bear there, as Kyuki's going to find 2 frags onto mid, and it's going to be a 2-2 half at the end of the chaotic DM fight. I want to say we had about a 20-minute round there at the end. I think the first 4 rounds all went down to about 10-12 minutes, and the last 18-20 minutes of that was just back and forth chaos.
Oh yeah, that definitely, like, it's a blink and you miss an entire point change. You blink and someone's made a play.
Yeah, that last round was 17 minutes.
Goodness, moving so quickly. Hard to even catch a breather. I can only imagine, like, what the players are thinking as they're just going back and forth and back and forth. And I feel like I'm barely able to speak to keep up with it.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep track of everything that's happening, but taking a peek at the logs, there's some huge standout numbers coming out of Kyuki and Shiny. Kyuki at 37 frags, Shiny at 35, both of them at about 300 DPM. Almost top damaging in the server are both of them, but it's going to be Pipe Genie. I'm not sure what he's tagged up on the stream, but Vadi, the man of the hour at 307 DPM, coming in with some absolutely massive air shots, along with Daff. I want to say the DM play in this game has been absolutely fantastic. It's been chaotic like a pug, but we've been seeing some awesome DM play.
I think that's the best way to describe it, is just both these teams are using kind of Frankenstein rosters, and it's very clear with this pug-like play going through as we go live into the second half. I think I've taken all these mids before. Why don't you bring us to this one, Frick?
Alright, we are going to be going into our 5th mid, the first mid of the second half. It's all to play for here as it's a tied 2-2 game going into this half. We're going to see roughly even rollouts from both the demos as Vadi's going to opt to play a little more passive. We're going to see a really fast bomb from Tambo going into the other team's IT as he's going to collect the packs, as they're going to see the real aggression from Meat Market trying to catch Indus in this choke. Indus is going to get crunched by Sin, claims 2 frags early. Hughes is going to join the party. It's just going to be Tambo trying to aggress on the back. He's going to get cleaned up. And that was a car crash, a huge mid coming out for Meat Market.
What a read from Meat Market there. They saw Tambo fly into the IT, and they instantly knew this is a 5v6. He will be gone for at least a good 3, 4, maybe even 5 seconds. We have time to just rush in and take this DM fight, and Sin did that. Bombed in, gets 2 kills before dying. I think he got both Phone and Indust.
Yeah, he got Phone and Indust super early into that mid, as we're going to see the Uber in before they even cap the point. Daff actually in the lobby area super aggressive, going to be trying to deny Yosh from entering this last. Tambo's going to go down on the other side, I think. Kyuki's going to get focused down by Phone and the heavy of Shiny, as Daff's going to crater out from Yosh. He's going to be trading out 2 for 2 here, but with the defender's advantage favoring Gloveworld along with this heavy, it looks like they're going to be able to hold and stabilize, especially with this sizable Uber ad building up for Indust.
Just insanity from that push. You had Kyuki just run across, no fear, I think he ran in and two-shot Daff. Or not Daff, Daff cratered, but he ran up to Tambo, floated him in the air, pistoled him down, just trading his life for a pick. Almost making you notice this Uber, I think, is coming in through lower. Gloveworld wants to come in. Tambo's jumping in. They might get use here. They're looking to get a couple people. They get Kyuki, get use, lose Daff, which is unfortunate. Oh, Indus is eating a little bit of damage. Vadi himself is down. Patty jumps in. Backcap just tried to start, but too little too late. Uber comes out through choke here. Yosh goes down in the back lines. He went for the back cap. The three people in second right now, they're in danger. Gloveworld, they know that they're there, and they're looking for the frags. They're looking to chase him down.
Yeah, Tambo's gonna find so much damage on the Bear. Bear just barely able to squeak his way out on that one. Patty's gonna die for Bear's sins. Gonna ensure this Meg gets out of this one. Kiki's gonna trade out the frag onto Phone as they're gonna get the spawners here for the side of Meat Market, but the hyper-aggressive Gloveworld is gonna get into mid here. Gonna trade out frags positively with the demo advantage and a big Uber ad. They're gonna be leaving one scout to cap. They don't have a scout in this push to try and utilize this potential Uber ad here. We're gonna see some decent air stickies denying Sid. Daff's gonna die in the flank side of things, so it is gonna be one down for either team, but Indus was a 40% advantage here.
It doesn't really look like they know that they have this advantage. They think it's even. They're kind of coming forward now, but
yeah, I think Bear got out kind of alone when he was running away from that potential exchange. I don't think they realized Bear was disconnected for as long as he was, so also, looks like we are going to go back to the stalemate.
Excellent building of Indus and stalemates, but this game has been a lot faster. People have been doing a lot more things. I do not, as we see, Tambo's in and gets the force off, launched right into the face of Indus. Other soldiers, they're trying to come in. Sin gets the counter force off onto Indus. Unlucky from them. You would have, yeah, they were them. You would have wanted to see that. Body jumping in real deep, getting some damage off. But I think that, oh, the death of the demo there, not what you want to see. Use jumps in, gets one rocket off onto Indus, doesn't die. Kyuki cleans up Phone. We're gonna see Meat Market. They're just gonna wander on into mid after causing some levitation with Daff and a quick pipe onto Shiny.
Yeah, and the Indus, I don't think necessarily had to use that. He was about 118 HP on the point, and Sin was still in the air, not quite in his face. I don't think there was any chance for Indus to really drop there. I think he maybe could have held on to that, or maybe tried to have potentially juked Sin out, but he's gonna get a later pop there, and the over-aggression from a couple players on Gloveworld's gonna give a huge Uber ad here for the side of Bear, as Indus did die. Bear was able to make it out of that one, and it looks like Meat Market's gonna take two without having to use here. They don't have anybody capped. They're gonna get in from this one area. They're gonna Uber in. They aren't even gonna get the sniper of Phone. They still have a sentry to deal with on the right side. It's just a level 1, as it looks like the sentry's finally gonna go down. They're gonna be trying to get time on this point as all the spawns come in. Patty's gonna spawn camp Shiny there, and Sin's actually gonna pick up Phone, so they're missing a lot of cleanup power. For Use is gonna get the pick onto Indus. It's gonna be a collapse onto the point, and it looks like Meat Market's gonna take a 3-2 lead here.
Man, Meat Market just keeping the pressure up. It's hard to say what really went wrong with that last push. It just felt that like Meat Market kept getting this encroaching damage off of them, and Gloveworld, they weren't trading it back out. It was a lot more one-sided, as the Demo men pretty even to mid. One soldier fast taking the pack, but you see Meat Market just now taking a little bit of the high ground, but both the teams are fairly passive now with one high bomb coming in and instantly dying for it. Oh, and the collapse, and the soldiers just landing on top of Gloveworld, and that's a wipe. Real fast change of pace in that mid there. Went from no one really doing anything to just suddenly 3 people dead on the side of Gloveworld.
I'm not sure what changes Meat Market made to these bids for the second half, but they have been hugely instrumental to giving them an absolute crazy lead in the first round that they never really lost too much control of, as they're already into last. They're going to try and get the spawn camp on the right spawn. They're going to get out on the left spawn. Our Gloveworld, but Bear & Co are literally they're in the other team's panigram they have yet to use, as they're finally going to use it here. They're going to find a ton of damage into Daff, going to go down. Tambo's actually going to trade out for Sin, but Tambo's going to make it into spawn, trading 1 for 1. Kyuki's going to focus down Indus. The Shiny Heavy is going to come out, as he's going to be trying to gun down players. Yoshi and Kyuki going to find 1 apiece. It's going to be Body and Shiny trying to defend this one. It's going to be a 3v4. Shiny's going to trade out with Yo. It's going to be Patty versus Vadi here on the point with the help of Bear. They're going to be focusing down Vadi, but Daff's going to come in off the respawn. Going to clean him up. Sin's going to come in and clean up Daff. They're going to get more spawns, but they're not going to get out of spawn in time to contest. It's going to be 4-2 here for Meat Market.
What a round. lightning fast. Meat Market already in the last. They're Ubering on top of Glove World. Indus lived for so long with the Uber right on top of him, just dancing around, but eventually he did go down to it.
Yeah, we are going to be going into the potentially last mid here for Glove World. They are on potential map point. They need to try and find out what's going wrong with these mids and fast, as they're going to be really aggressive on the right side here. Both the soldiers kind of taking positioning as both their scouts are trying to play top. Sin's going to bomb in, going to find both the scouts shooting at him, but Zeus is going to get in clean, going to clean up Shiny. Kyuki's going to get dapped as well. Phone going to clean up Use on the other side of things. It's going to be Tambo and Phone versus Yosh with heal. And Tambo ailing on top here is going to be 60 health. They're trying to pistol him down. As it looks like Tambo and... Oh, but Tambo's going to go down to an arrow from Bear. It's just going to be Phone versus a 185 Yosh with heal. I don't favor Phone in this one as he's going to go down. And once again, Meat Market takes the mid, albeit less convincing than the last few.
Just so crazy. I think Patty bombed during that mid. I saw him going sky high there and landing. I don't know whether he bombed or got launched, but he was playing very cocky at the beginning of that. Very self-assured that he was going to do well since he was so aggressive on the point there. He already got Daff and the IT there. Uber's out. They're chasing down the frags in lobby. Meat Market, they want to close it out. They want to end it right here.
Oh,
Tambo able to kill Yosh in the middle of the Uber.
Yeah, Patty's going to claim that frag. Both soldiers going down for the side of Glove World as Zeus is going to try and bomb in. He's going to find a good amount of damage onto Indus, but he's going to find the sentry gun gunning him down. Yosh and Use down on the side of Meat Market as they get into last. They're going to trade out Sin as well. They're going to get the spawn of Daffodil in on the side, but the fight is going to all be on the point. It's going to be a 4v3 on last. Indus is going to go down. Kyuki going to find 2 frags. Going to turn this fight in favor of his team. Going to find a third to finish off the round, and it's going to be a 3-0 second half. Absolute blinder second half versus a very slow half as Meat Market takes the series.
GG's called. Both maps going to 5-2. Interesting series. I will say with these Frankenstein rosters, it definitely felt a lot more what's the word for it? Pug style, very loose, very chaotic. Definitely showing with each team missing a couple players or making some late season changes to their rosters. But in the end, Meat Market, the stronger team, is able to take both maps.
Yeah, I think overall, Meat Market, especially in the second half, they did a very good job of just playing together, whereas it seemed like on the mids, one person would, potentially bomb to try and make space for their team, and the instant that they could get singled out, like Meat Market pounced on that player, and the soldier aggression, especially in the second half, was much, much better for the side of Meat Market. Specifically, I want to say Sin had some absolute blinder mids, especially those first two. Not so much the third, but especially those first two. I think he was able to find 2 kills almost instantly.
I would say Sin definitely doing a lot of work, but then at the same time, it felt like whenever Sin wasn't doing anything, if Sin got denied, Use was instantly in on top of them, fixing that, not mistake, but the counterattack from Glove. Yeah, the opening. He'd take that opening and just would capitalize on it. And
yeah.
Glove World didn't really have a response to it, it seemed.
And taking a peek at the logs for the second half, it was an 8-minute second half, but Kyuki had 14 frags, absolutely fragging out in the second half. And I think the Pug style rosters for both teams, I think, for the most part, kind of favored Meat Market because they've had a more collective roster on this. They've had this roster together for a little longer, whereas this was a very last-minute scrape together for Glove World. Like I said, they haven't even had 6 since Sent NA reformed and Jay has stepped down. So, the Dunk Soldiers kind of stepping in to try and make playoffs for Glove World work. And I think even for kind of throwing together a roster, I think they still played really well. This is about the same result they had in the regular season when they had a functioning roster and they had a bit of a Pug team coming into tonight.
Yeah, I do believe so.
So I don't know if you have a ton more to add here, Maccabees, but I think that's about all I've got.
Other than MVPs, I would say stats say Kyuki, but I would say the real MVPs are the soldiers of Meat Market. So much work done, especially as you said, second half of process. The mids, they were just gliding in, quickly capitalizing on any openings made. The entire series, it just felt like anytime something needed to be done, on Meat Market, a soldier just instantly and making that opening, making that play.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there, but I'm gonna go with the Twitch chat answer. I'm gonna say it was Looster's ISP. So
Ugh.
So I think that's about all we've got for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all watching, sticking through us through all the technical difficulties. This has been TFTV's coverage of RGL's traditional sixes invite playoffs. This has been the lower bracket round 1, as we will see Smiley Face play Meat Market in the lower bracket finals sometime later this week. I have been FrickMyNick, joined by Macabus and Looster. I hope everybody has a good night.